I wanted to bring us back to the book of Enoch. This is going to be our chapter, and we're going to come on down to verse 4. Now, we did look at this in the other series that I just did, but it's very important. What I'm going to do is I'm going to provide more scriptural support for what verse 4 says in the book of Enoch from the Hebrew Bible. That's right. I've noticed that a lot of people discredit the book of Enoch, and I guess because they discredit, they will possibly not accept this scriptural clarity here, or this scriptural clarification. So what we need to do is we need to provide a second witness that's going to say the exact same thing that this is saying. That yes, these watchers, these sons of God from Genesis 6, the fallen, did conduct themselves as lords. And they are the very same lords that we read about in the Old Testament that have promoted the anger, the violence, the wrath, the death, the torture, the murder, the rape, the thievery. And of course the Bible is going to provide evidence for that also. And we're going to look a little bit about that. It's going to even tell you the names, the multiple names of these lords as they called themselves. But really all you need to understand is that they're connected to the Anunnaki, and that these beings, after they took unto themselves the daughters of men, they began to accept worship to themselves, and they began to be the negative influence of deity that has all of the flawed humanistic character traits that we see in the Old Testament that they're trying to pin on the perfect Father. So I don't think anybody's ever heard me say that I'm a Bible hater, and I think I've said quite the opposite, and it could be, quoted. I got exact quotes out there that says that I love the Bible. I think very highly of the Bible, but at the very same time I understand what has happened to the Bible. So the Bible is neither evil or good. The Bible is information. The information is up to you how you're going to use it, evil or good. So if we're going to use the information in the Bible to promote the Father's perfection, the Father's absolute perfection, I think we're using the information for good, don't you? So let's go ahead and look at this. This is going to be read. I'm going to read this again. Remember, this is going to describe the watchers conducting themselves as lords. Now think about the Lord, or the lords that you see in the Old Testament that are, causing all of these negative things. Okay, just like we just talked about. In like manner also holy Rachael said to Raphael, they shall not be before the eye of the Lord, since the Lord of spirits has been offended with them. For like lords have they conducted themselves. Therefore will he bring upon them a secret judgment forever and ever. All right, now we're going to be talking about the influence of these lords as they had influence over ancient Israel. I'm going to turn you to the book of Isaiah. We're going to be looking at chapter 26. I want you to get a close look at the title here as it says, The Worship and Testimony of Restored and Converted Israel. This is going to be after the Kingdom Age, as they're experiencing the Kingdom Age. Now, this is chapter 26, the book of Isaiah. We're going to be reading from verse 13. O Lord our God, other lords beside thee have had dominion over us, but by thee only will we make mention of thy name. Incredible. Absolute 100% perfect scriptural support. A second witness for what the book of Enoch just said. And that this is even Israel, restored Israel in the kingdom age, saying this, that these other lords have had dominion over them. O Lord our God, other lords beside thee have had dominion over us. Dominion is control. Now remember, God gave us control of the earth, and we do have it. But we see here that these other lords has had dominion over us, over ancient Israel. Can you believe that? O Lord our God, other lords. There's our scriptural support and proof for these false lords in the Old Testament.